Hi Andy, good to see you.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. How has it been?
It's been a good couple of days. I've been enjoying it.
I mean, you started right off, opening the keynote. So you've been there right in the beginning.
Yeah, I've been put to work over the last couple of days. It's all good fun though. So had a panel discussion yesterday on sustainability, today on process optimization, and then tomorrow morning you'll get to hear about. I should probably remember better, but it's with PowerCo, Asphalt, and Dow Materials talking about sort of battery production in Europe. So.
Brilliant. Looking forward to that. We want to have a bit of a conversation about sodium ion because it's one of the hot topics, I think, of this battery show. And anything you can share, any insights?
Yeah, I think sodium ion's a really interesting case. At the moment, a lot of the activity, or at least mass production activity, is in China. There's a few companies in Europe and North America who are sort of doing this at more sort of startup and trying to build their technology this way, but that will take a bit longer. And the sort of big announcements from companies like Heiner at the end of last year, a sort of dedicated sodium ion battery company in China, starting gigawatt-hour production. I think it took a few people by surprise. Initially, my opinion was that it would be more focused towards energy storage systems and maybe 2-3-wheeled vehicles if at all it came into the transport segment. But their announcement with JAC earlier this year sort of turns that on its head a bit and shows that it probably will get into passenger cars sometime in the near future. I don't want to put a year on that though.
Would have been my next question. And of course, it's all about price, and that's something you know about, right? With BloombergNEF. Anything you can see in this regards?
Yeah, for sure. I think for sure one of the key benefits is the price. Obviously, the drawback is the energy density. Some of the sodium ion companies say that their big claims that technology is also safer, but price is definitely one of the main benefits for this technology. I did some analysis at the back end of last year where I think there was about $40 per kilowatt hour potential benefit just by switching the sodium in place of the lithium if you compare to, say, LFP, which is obviously at the cheaper end of the lithium-ion segment. That will have been diminished a bit since the price of lithium has dropped so much. Since when I did this analysis, there was a bit of a peak in the price of lithium. I don't have the latest number on this, but sodium is definitely still going to continue to be cheaper. It's just whether or not the drawbacks in energy density sort of balance out that cost. But it definitely will be a cheaper chemistry for sure in the future.
And is there any rough numbers you can put on? Like you mentioned 40. Can you say $40 per kilowatt hour?
Yeah, sorry, it was $40 per kilowatt hour. So from memory, I think this was the LFP that I used in the baseline was something like $130 or $140 per kilowatt hour, and the sodium ion was in and around 100. This was, as I say, crude. The analysis only took into account switching lithium price for sodium price and the associated energy density losses on the other side of that equation.
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting, right, to see how low it can get and how stable. And as you say, it's very volatile due to the lithium price. And of course, we really haven't explored much, I think, the sodium ion value chain and maybe what are price crunches there as well.
Yeah, so that analysis was very much based on gigawatt-hour production, which Heiner are doing this in China, or they have a 1 gigawatt-hour factory. Other companies like CATL and Goshen have made announcements, but they haven't said what sort of capacities they're at the moment. So only if these sort of economies of scale only kick in to get these price benefits if we're really at the high end of volume, which the market's not at the moment. And it will be a challenge to build out any of these value chains. We're seeing a lot of crunches in the lithium-ion industry, and that's something that for sure will be a problem in the sodium-ion industry as well.
Yeah. And as someone who started his career in the sodium-ion battery space in my research career, I would love maybe next year we might have a sodium-ion battery here. I think that would be my big goal for the next battery show.
In the show?
Yeah, or in general, have some exhibitor giving us some. Have you found one yet?
Not a cell exactly, but I was at Tiamat's talk yesterday. The CEO of Tiamat, Hervé, was talking, and he said that I think he said October this year, there will be power tools powered by Tiamat's sodium-ion batteries in France. So they're a French company based in France, and they've got power tools that will be powered by their batteries. So if he doesn't bring one himself, I would be amazed. And I said to him after, it's great to see a new technology really sort of come into market, albeit in one of the niche segments, but often that's where these technologies start.
For sure. And then getting real usage data, because I think that's one of the things where, I think we want to get our hands on it and get real data, because there's a lot, as you say, a lot of announcements, and also credible players as well. But I think seeing the real life behavior, long term, etc., cycle life, all these kind of things, will be fascinating to see.
Yeah, announcements can be one thing, and you have some claims that we can get to LFP energy densities in sort of the near future, and some people are suggesting that that's unrealistic as well. So I think, and also getting to those energy densities, but with something with the long cycle life and hitting all those parameters is going to be a challenge. So, as you say, some real life data, some real usage data is going to be key to really seeing which segments will be most impacted by this.
So I think there's only one thing. Let's wait for another year. And come back again, and then hopefully have some real data there.
Yeah, exactly. I look forward to it.
Thanks so much, Andy.
All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.